Good morning. Welcome to Mondays with Marthie. I have three things I want to talk to you about today. First thing is the 80-20 principle. The second one is comebacks. And the third thing is the father and mother principle. So, welcome to Mondays with Marthie. I'm very excited. I'm getting my visa today from the American Embassy to go to Nashville. So, that's the highlight of my week. Anyway, so the first principle is 80-20. Now, I don't know if I've talked about this before, but it is very important. And I found so many things to work like this. It means if you have 100 units of whatever it is, 20 of it delivers 80% of what you want, and 80 of it will deliver not what you don't want, but it won't be the maximum of what you have. So, for example, if I have 100 customers that I see for foot care, 20 of them will be so regular and they will generate most of my income, and 80 of them I'll maybe see once and never again, or once a year. They won't be the biggest source of income. So that's just if we're talking money. Same thing if you're talking shows or who's going to come to your wedding or whatever. 80-20 principle. So that means you have to give 100 handshakes, and 20 of them is just going to be easy and on and behind you, and 80 of them will be hard work to get. And sometimes it's a decision you can make where you can say, I'm only going to focus on the 20, but you don't know before the time who is going to be the 20. So that's the challenge. So that's why I say I did 100 things, and Women on Fire was my 100th thing. So I'm going to go back and see which 20 I'm going to stick with and focus on that, and then that will become my 100% again. So it keeps on moving, but it's a very good rule of thumb to keep in your head. Even if you like a menu of what do you eat every day, 20% of what you eat is always the same stuff, and 80 you'll eat on occasion and you don't eat it that much. So 80-20, that's the principle. Now the second one is comebacks. I worked for MWeb at one stage. I was doing their technical support, and in the beginning I had a week of orientation. I really loved it, and one of the things I learned was don't see it as a negative when people say, oh, I'm not satisfied, or this was not good enough, or I have a problem. When a sale isn't a clean sale when it comes back, or somebody talks to you and then they complain. I think in the first instance, a lot of people have that personality where they always want the best and they want to make sure that the best, so that they have to check, so this communication has to take place. But for me, the biggest thing about that is it's an opportunity to build a better relationship with your client. Let's say somebody buys your lemonade and they go home, and there you go, they bought your lemonade, but they bought the lemonade and they said, oh no, there's not enough sugar in it. Okay, then you add more sugar and then stir it, and then they feel they're part of the process of helping you offer a better service. And for them, they feel part of the process because they've helped improve the recipe, and that way next time I say, oh, yours lemonade is selling better, and thank you for the feedback. And then you become friends. It's not just somebody that passed by. It's somebody that you put in your buddy box because it becomes people that you have a relationship with. And then the third thing is a mother-father principle. I actually had another third point, but this morning I got an SMS from a lady, and it's so interesting. Yesterday I spoke to somebody as well. The mother-father principle is, for me, is when you have somebody that supports you so much and you don't know about it. So for example, I had a mother this morning SMSing me a son's music that's on YouTube. She said, oh, I just wanted you to hear it. I know that you have a heart for musicians. And yesterday I spoke to a dad that said, I put my daughter's music on YouTube because I think she's so amazing. She writes wonderful music, and maybe one day somebody's going to hear it and wow, something's going to happen. And this just shows me sometimes artists are so brilliant, but they can't see it, or they're not living it, or they're struggling. Sometimes I call it, you're sitting in a box. You're in the box and you can't see out the sides, and then you have somebody on the outside saying, listen, I know when you're ready you're going to come out, and then you're going to see what I see in you. And that's amazing that our parents really support the children in what they're doing and what they think their passion should be, but the child is maybe running around doing something else until they found but what they're actually good at. So it's waiting for the lost son to come back home to see what is going to be of value to him, because I'm a mother and I know what my kids are good at. The other day I was so upset because I got into trouble for being late, and my son gave me a speech, but he was so mean. And then I thought, okay, I'm gonna videotape this. I have evidence. And then with that videotape, I got the perfect speech. And now I know, like, I'm so sad, I'm in trouble. But later I realized, wait a minute, he has just proved that he could give a 2-minute perfect speech to motivate somebody to go from A to B. And I know I'm the subject of the speech, but the thing is, now I know what he's really brilliant at. Drop of a hat, perfect speech, there we go home. So it's like Kung Fu Panda. We watched that recently, where he can't jump high and he can't do the splits until you tell him the cookie is up there on the shelf, and he climbs it and he splits. So that to me is the father-mother principle. They know what you're good at, and sometimes only they know how to get it out of you, and you've forgotten, or you don't even realize you have that talent. So there you go. The 3 principles is the 80-20 principle, and then comebacks, and the third thing is the mother for the principal. So enjoy your week. I hope to see you in Nashville, and I'm looking forward to this week. So I'm hopefully flying Tuesday. I'm coming back next Wednesday. So I think my next Mondays with Marthie will actually be, well, it will be in Nashville, or I don't know where I'm going to be and what time it's going to be. It's going to be exciting. But you must check out. I'll be doing lots of posts. I'll drive people crazy. I'll get a couple of unfriends. But that's okay. We can live with it. But have a good week.